There are just over 250 minutes left in this practice session. There are just over 250 minutes left in this practice session. Jack M team is on their practice out lap. It's a lovely day for racing here at Road America as we watch these drivers warm up and get ready for the race. Jack M team is getting to grips with the LMDh BMW M Hybrid V8 2023 in this practice session. Armin Sunoiler is on their practice out lap. Jack M team is on their first practice flying lap. It's a lovely day for racing here at Road America as we watch these drivers warm up and get ready for the race. With just 246 minutes left before we move to qualification, there is not long left for these drivers to finish their preparations. There are just over 245 minutes left in this practice session. There are just over 245 minutes left in this practice session. Jack M team posted a 202.755 on their last lap. How will they do on this one? Armin Sunoiler is in turn 3. Jerry Yu is on their practice out lap. Armin Sunoiler is getting to grips with the LMDh Ferrari 499P 2023 in this practice session. Jack M team has a best lap time of 1:52.680. Just Insert has a best lap time of 1:51.436. Jack M team posted 1:52.546 on their last lap. How will they do on this one? With just 241 minutes left before we move to qualification, there is not long left for these drivers to finish their preparations. There are just over 240 minutes left in this practice session. There are just over 240 minutes left in this practice session. Megasaurus 55 is on their first practice flying lap. Armand Sunoiler has a best lap time of 1:53.733. Megasaurus 55 has a best lap time of 1:51.642. It's a lovely day for racing here at Road America as we watch these drivers warm up and get ready for the race. CJ is on their practice out lap. It's a lovely day for racing here at Road America as we watch these drivers warm up and get ready for the race. CJ is on their practice out lap. It's a lovely day for racing here at Road America as we watch these drivers warm up and get ready for the race. There are just over 235 minutes left in this practice session. are just over 235 minutes left in this practice session. Huge Ass is on their practice out lap. It's a lovely day for racing here at Road America as we watch these drivers warm up and get ready for the race. Megasaurus 55 posted a 152.783 on their last lap. How will they do on this one? Smells Like We is on their practice out lap. Megasaurus 55 posted 154.049 on their last lap. How will they do on this one? Huge Ass is in turn 8. It's a lovely day for racing here at Road America as we watch these drivers warm up and get ready for the race. Megasaurus 55 has a best lap time of 151.642. There are just over 230 minutes left in this practice session. There are just over 230 minutes left in this practice session. Smells Like We is getting to grips with the LMDh Acura ARX 06 2023 in this practice session. Mr. Bang is on their practice out lap. Smells Like We is on their first practice flying lap. It's a lovely day for racing here at Road America as we watch these drivers warm up and get ready for the race. Robin Overbeck is on their practice out lap. It's a lovely day for racing here at Road America as we watch these drivers warm up and get ready for the race. Robin Overbeck is on their practice out lap. Get ready for some high-octane action as the drivers take on the challenge of qualifying at Road America.
I think there's a few drivers out there who have the pace to stick in on pole.
Robin Overbeck is on their out lap. Impressive display by Hugh Jass, currently sitting in position 5. They've set a competitive time, but the question remains whether they can push even harder to secure a better starting position. A strong showing from Robin Overbeck as they currently sit in 3rd. With the session drawing to a close, they'll need to dig deep and find that extra burst of speed to improve.
You hit the nail on the head, Rob. Robin Overbeck's current position of 3rd is a testament to their skill and determination. Now, they must stay sharp to make the most of this opportunity.
A disappointing performance from just inserts so far in this qualifying session. Finding themselves in 11th position is certainly not what they were aiming for. However, they have the talent and experience to bounce back and salvage a better result. It's an impressive showing by Richard Rossier, currently in 6th. They've showcased their talent, but will they be able to find those crucial extra tenths of a second to climb higher?
You're spot on, Rob. Richard Rossier's current position of 6th is a testament to their skills and determination. Now, they face the challenge of maintaining their position against hungry rivals.
What a fantastic showing from Megasaurus 55 in qualifying. They currently hold the top spot and are in prime position for a strong starting position. Their lap times have been exceptional, and they have showcased their talent and determination. Megasaurus 55 has completed their outlap. There are just over 50. Huge Ass has completed their outlap. There are just over 15 minutes left in this qualification session. Richard Rossier has completed their outlap. There are just over 15 minutes left in this qualification session. Jerry Yu has completed their outlap. There are just over 15 minutes left in this qualification session. Simon B has completed their outlap. There are just over 15 minutes left in this qualification session. Megasaurus 55 has completed their outlap. What a performance from Jerry Yu. They currently occupy 10th on the grid. Can they maintain this strong position and secure a favourable starting spot?
I couldn't agree more, Rob. Your Yu has done a fantastic job to claim 10th. The challenge now is to convert this opportunity into a strong race result.
Incredible drive by Rolf Biber so far, earning 9th on the grid. However, the competition is fierce. Rolf Biber has completed their outlap. Currently in 7th, Dave McInnes has displayed promising speed during the qualifying session. The real test lies in whether they can convert this performance into a higher grid position. Dave McInnes has just completed that lap in 1:50.916. Their best lap so far is 1:50.916, putting them in P5. Will they be able to hold on to that spot? A tough qualifier. Simon B has completed their outlap. Impressive work from Jack M team has just completed a lap in 1:51.582. Let's see if they can improve on their time further. Megasaurus 55 has put in a great effort and currently holds 6th. With the session winding down, can they unleash their full potential and improve their starting position?
I completely agree, Rob. Megasaurus 55 has positioned themselves impressively in 6th. However, it's crucial for them to keep pushing to potentially improve their starting position.
It's been a struggle for Richard Rossier in qualifying. As of now, they find themselves in 12th position, which is well below their expectations. However, motorsport is unpredictable, and there's still an opportunity for them to shine and move up the grid.
I share your thoughts, Rob. Richard Rossier is facing a setback in this qualifying session, but they have the resilience to bounce back. They need to stay positive, work closely with their engineers, and find the optimal...
Richard Rossier has completed their outlap. A solid qualifying performance by Rolf Biber, positioning them in. Rolf Biber has completed their outlap. Impressive display by Jury Yu, currently sitting in position 10. They've set a competitive time, but the question remains whether they can push even harder to secure a better starting position.
Great analysis, Rob. Jorg Yu has shown excellent pace to secure 10th. Now, the focus shifts to whether they can use their track position to their advantage in the race.
It's been a challenging day for Mr. Bang in qualifying. They currently sit in 13th position, which is not reflective of their true potential. With the session nearing its end, they'll need to push hard and extract every ounce of performance to improve their result.
You're absolutely right, Rob. Mr. Bang is currently facing a challenging situation, but they have the skills and experience to tackle it head-on. They'll need to stay focused, trust in their abilities, and push themselves to the limit to turn things around.
Mr. Bang has completed their outlap. There are just over 10 minutes left in this qualification session. Megasaurus 55 will be happy having put themselves into 3rd in this qualifying session.
Every fraction of a second counts. I'm sure they can find a little extra in there.
There are just over 10 minutes left in this qualification session. Richard Rossier has completed their outlap. A solid performance from Armin Sunola as they currently hold position 10. However, with the session coming to a close, they'll need to find that extra bit of speed. Armin Sunola has some work to do as that 1:52.888 is only good enough for 10th.
That's not a bad time, but I am sure they can improve further on that.
It's been a challenging session for Smells Like We. They're currently languishing in 14th position, which is not where they had envisioned themselves. But in motorsport, anything can happen, and with their skill and determination, they might still Smells Like We has completed their outlap. It's an impressive showing by Megasaurus 55, currently in 4th. They've showcased their talent, but will they be able to find those crucial extra tenths of a second to climb higher? Megasaurus 55 will be happy having put themselves into third in this qualifying session.
It may be difficult for them to improve further on it. Sometimes trying too hard makes you slower. They need to drive smooth and smart.
And there goes Just Insert, currently in position 6. They've shown great skill and consistency so far, but with a few minutes left, there's still time to improve their result.
You're spot on, Rob. Just Insert's current position of 6th is a testament to their skills and determination. Now, they face the challenge of maintaining their position against hungry rivals.
Just Insert will be happy having put themselves into 5th in this qualifying session.
Every fraction of a second counts. I'm sure they can find a little extra in there.
Smells Like We has completed their first flying lap in 150.770. Currently in 8th, Dave McInnes has displayed promising speed during the qualifying session. The real test lies in whether they can convert this performance into a higher grid position. Incredible performance by Robin Overbeck so far. They have been the benchmark in this qualification session, consistently setting fast lap times and securing the top spot. It's a commanding position for them, and their rivals will be chasing their tail.
Spot on analysis, Rob. Robin Overbeck is currently in a dominant position, setting the standard for their rivals. Their consistent and impressive performance is setting them up for a strong starting position.
A tough outing for Jerry Yu in qualifying today. They currently sit in 12th position, which is far from ideal. However, there's a chance for them to regroup, analyze their data, and make some adjustments to their setup to improve their result.
You're absolutely right, Rob. The ORG might be disappointed with their current position, but there's still time to make a difference. They'll need to remain composed, analyze the data, and push themselves to the limit to improve their qualifying result.
Jerry Yu has just completed that lap in 1:53.887. Their best lap so far is 1:53.887, putting them in P12. Will they be able to hold on to that spot? There are just over 5 minutes left in this qualification session. Puppy Dog from Hell has completed their outlap. Disappointing performance from Jerry Yu in this qualifying session. Currently in 12th position, they'll need to dig deep and find some extra speed to climb up the leaderboard and secure a better starting position for the race. It hasn't been the best qualifying session for Armin Sunoila so far. They find themselves in 11th position, which is not where they had hoped to be. However, there's still time left on the clock, and they have the opportunity to make improvements. Armin Sunoiler has some work to do, as that 151.624 is only good enough for 10th. Not the ideal start for Richard Rossier in this qualifying session. Currently in 11th position, they'll be eager to put together a strong final lap to improve their standing. The pressure is on, and they'll need to deliver their best performance.
Well said, Rob. It's certainly not the result Richard Rossier was aiming for, but this is motorsport, and anything can happen. They'll need to stay focused, trust in their abilities, and seize any chance that comes their way to improve their position.
A tough qualifying session for Jury U. They're currently mired in 12th position, which is a setback for their ambitions. However, they have the resilience and determination to learn from their mistakes and fight back in the race.
You're spot on, Rob. Jorg U has had a tough time in this qualifying session, but they shouldn't be counted out just yet. With their experience and the support of their team, they might find the extra speed needed to move up the grid.
A challenging session for Richard Rossier. Richard Rossier has some work to do, as that 151.424 is only good enough for 9th. A strong showing from Hugh Jass, as they currently sit in 4th. With the session drawing to a close, they'll need to dig deep and find that extra burst of speed to improve. It's been a struggle for Armin Sunoiler in qualifying. As of now, they find themselves in 11th position, which is well below their expectations. However, motorsport is unpredictable, and there's still an opportunity for them to shine and move up the grid. Armin Sunoiler has some work to do, as that 151.282 is only good enough for 9th. Megasaurus 55 has put in a great effort and currently holds 3rd. With the session winding down, can they unleash their full potential and improve their starting position? It's been a challenging session for Jury U. They're currently languishing in 12th position, which is not where they had envisioned themselves. But in motorsport, anything can happen, and with their skill and determination, they might still turn things around.
Spot on analysis, Rob. It's been a difficult qualifying session for Jorg U, but they shouldn't lose hope just yet. They have the talent and determination to make a comeback, and it'll be exciting to see how they respond to this adversity.
been a challenging day for Mr. Bang in qualifying. They currently sit in 13th position, which is not reflective of their true potential. With the session nearing its end, they'll need to push hard and extract every ounce of performance to improve their result.
Absolutely, Rob. Mr. Bang is facing a challenging situation, but they have the skill and determination to turn things around.
Mr. Bang has completed their outlap. Smells Like We has positioned themselves well in 7th during qualifying. The challenge now is to assess their competitors and strategize how to move up the order for a better race start.
You hit the nail on the head, Rob. Smells Like We's current position of 7th is a testament to their skill and determination. Now, they must stay sharp to make the most of this opportunity.
Incredible drive by Megasaurus 55 so far, earning them 3rd on the grid. However, the competition is fierce. Will they be able to find that extra edge to move up?
Couldn't agree more, Rob. Megasaurus 55 has positioned themselves impressively in 3rd. Now, they need to build on this foundation and strive for an even better race result.
What a performance from Smells Like We. They currently occupy 7th on the grid. Can they maintain this strong position and secure a favorable starting spot?
You're absolutely right, Rob. Smells Like We's current position of 7th reflects their strong qualifying performance. Now, they'll need to strategize and capital.
Smells Like We has some work to do, as that 656.676 is only good enough for 7th. Impressive work from Megasaurus 55, who has claimed 3rd on the grid. Now, the focus is on maintaining their composure and pushing for an even better starting position.
I completely agree, Rob. Megasaurus 55 has positioned themselves impressively in 3rd. However, it's crucial for them to keep pushing to potentially improve their starting position.
Megasaurus 55 will be happy having put themselves into 3rd in this qualifying session.
It may be difficult for them to improve further on that. Sometimes trying too hard makes you slower. They need to drive smooth and smart.
It's a very still day here at Road America, as we're getting ready to kick things off. Robin Overbeck will lead the way from pole position.
But they will have to be smart about their moves. They must not burn out too early.
Sitting in 2nd, it's Rolf Biber. As the green flag drops, keep an eye on Megasaurus 55 starting in 3rd position. Hugh Jass is lining up 4th.
I think we are all looking forward to seeing what Hugh Jass can do from here.
Just Insert will begin the race from the 5th spot on the starting grid.
What can they do with that LMH, Cadillac v LMDh 2023 from here?
The 6th starting position belongs to Roel Postma, who will be looking to make up ground early on. Smells Like We is placed in 7th. As the engines roar to life, Armin Sunoiler prepares to take off from the 8th position on the starting grid.
We've not seen the best from Armin Sunoiler yet.
Starting from 9th on the grid is a good position for Richard Rossier to launch an attack. Our 10th place starter, Jack M Team, is a driver who knows how to make up ground on the track.
Expect some battling with Jorg Yu.
Starting from 11th on the grid is a bit of a mixed bag for Jerry Yu.
They're a fighter, and they won't give up until they've crossed the finish line.
Mr. Bang has some work to do from 12th on the grid, but they're not out of the race yet. Flags dropped, and it's mayhem. First lap's like dodging drop, there's a Euro. You gotta be sharp or it's goodbye Charlie.
Y'all, this is where the rubber meets the road. Them drivers gonna be hustling to snag the best spot.
You ain't kidding. Gotta be sharper than a hickory stick to come out clean on this stretch.
This first bit always got me on the edge of my seat. Bunch of cars all jumbled up, one little hiccup and it's lights out.
Yeah, gotta keep your eyes peeled and your hands steady on that wheel. There's some intense battling throughout the field as everyone is looking to get off to a good start. It's brilliant to see such a full grid here today.
Let's hope they all brought their A games today.
I can't wait to see how this race will play out.
You know, sometimes the best strategy is to hold your cards close to your chest. Megasaurus 55 sitting right there at 3, just watching the field unfold.
Well, ain't that a slice of vanilla? Armin Sunoiler's sitting pretty right where they started. Comfy as a koala in a eucalyptus tree. The tension is palpable here. No one will want to make a crucial mistake on the first lap.
I am so excited at the prospects for this race. I can't wait to see the drama unfold.
It's like watching two predators circling each other, waiting for the perfect moment to pounce.
Rob, last time I saw Armin Sunoiler was riled up, there were sparks flying off the track. Get ready for a showdown.
It looks like Puppy Dog from Hell is all over Rolf Biber. I think they are going to press them through Road America straight and try and press for a mistake.
For sure, Rob, that's exactly what I would be doing here, as Rolf Biber is going to be aware of them riding their bumper.
Wow, Jack M Team is really pushing hard to catch up to Mr. Bang. There's blood in the water for 9th place. Things are getting spicy as Roll Postma is breathing down Megasaurus 55's neck. The gap? Mate, you couldn't slide a credit card between them.
Hold on to your hats, folks. Roel Postma is giving Megasaurus 55 a run for their money. Things are gonna get spicy as they round Corvette Bridge turn 6.
Bloody hell. Roll Postma's tearing up the tarmac and just snatched second. Makes you want to crack a cold one in celebration?
Well, slap my knee and call it a jamboree. Roel Postma's putting on a masterclass, storming into second.
Ever wonder about the unsung heroes of racing? The pit crew. I reckon their job's as hectic as a barman's on a Friday night in Sydney.
No doubt about it. It's like a pitmaster at a barbecue joint during a lunch rush. Everyone wants a piece, and they've got mere seconds to dish it out and make it perfect.
It may seem like Mr. Bang is far behind, but Jack M Team can't afford to let their guard down. One mistake could give Mr. Bang an opening to catch up.
If this was a country song, Jack M Team would be the one riding off into the sunset, and Mr. Bang would still be tying their boots.
Blimey, huge ass is closing in on Mr. Bang like they owe him money. This duel is going to light up Road America straight.
I remember being in a similar situation during my racing days. Huge ass must stay focused and wait for the perfect opportunity to overtake.
It's going to be tough. Jack MT is a master at defending their position. Is there enough time for Jury U to make a move? They're going to be even more determined to hold on to that position. Hold on a moment. Well, Megasaurus 55 spinning like my life in 2020. Someone get them a map, or a therapist.
If Megasaurus 55 is trying to embody my self-esteem during puberty with that sword, spot on. Just spot on.
This is what racing is all about. Two fierce competitors pushing each other to the limit.
And the drivers know it too, Rob.
Hold on a moment. Mr. Bang went off track. I know the feeling, just like my diet every weekend.
Yeehaw, Mr. Bang decided to do a little off-roading. Wrong event, partner.
It's a battle of wills out there, with Richard Rossier trying to outsmart and outmaneuver Armin Sunroller. The gap is slowly closing, but time is running out. Will we see a dramatic finish to this race?
Nail-biting indeed. I've already chewed through half of mine. And while Richard Rossier is going for gold, I'll be going for gold.
Oh, mate, that's how I used to drive after a couple of bevies at the pub. Not the right line, but definitely entertaining.
Gee whiz. Simon B's lost direction faster than I lost my youth. Welcome to the club.
Things are heating up as Just Insert closes in on Jury U. The gap between them is down to practically nothing. Whoops. Armin Sunroiller's taken more spins than a dead or alive record. Hey, Megasaurus 55, if Just Insert gets any closer, you might need to pop the question. Though last time I did that, she said, actually I can't tell you because of the court order.
If Megasaurus 55 were a country song, they'd be about losing their girl, their truck, and now, their lead.
The action is non-stop as Just Insert shadows Jury U through every twist and turn, determined to claim 7th. It's like David vs Goliath out there. Just Insert just slung a stone and gained ground, while Jury U is left searching for footing. There's no escape now. Armin Sunroiller is breathing fire and has locked onto Huge Ass's tail.
They say pressure makes diamonds. Well, Armin Sunroiller is shining bright, closing in with every heartbeat.
I've made some questionable life decisions, but trailing over 2 seconds behind? Even I'm not that self-sabotaging.
Sweet mercy, Mr. Bang's lagging like my grandma's old computer. Might be time to reboot, or at least pour some coffee into the gas tank.
Struth, Mr. Bang's not here to muck about. The gap to Armin Sunroiller is dropping faster than a hot pie at the footy, now at 0.9 seconds.
With every lap, I can see Mr. Bang making micro-adjustments on that steering wheel, and refining traction control. They're itching to show Armin Sunroiller their taillights.
Blimey, Rolf Biber's determination reminds me of a kangaroo in a hopping contest.
Well, over here in the States, it's more like a squirrel chasing down his last nut before winter. Either way, it's entertaining to watch.
It's not going to plan for Rolf Biber. They are still behind Jury U and the gap is increasing. I don't think they have an answer for this right now. Stone the Crows. Just Insert's in 7th, but if I know them, Megasaurus 55's gonna cop an Aussie-style sneak attack real soon. Jury U could be looking for a way up the inside of Rolf Biber. I've been analysing races for quite some time, and the sheer endurance of these drivers never ceases to amaze me.
Couldn't agree more. It's not just about physical stamina but mental fortitude. To stay sharp, lap after lap, especially with so many variables at play at Euro, it's a testament to their dedication and skill.
This is where the skill and precision of the drivers really comes into play. Just Insert is chasing Megasaurus 55 in P6.
With a gap tighter than a new pair of jeans, Just Insert's pushing that LMDh, Cadillac v LMDh 2023 to its limits. He's got that racer's instinct, looking for that sweet spot to pounce on Megasaurus 55.
Blimey, Mr. Bang is so far back, they might as well stop for a beer at the pub. If they spot my X there, tell M to drive faster.
That's right, Mr. Bang in 12th knows they have to push to the limit if they want to catch up. But
hold on a second, that won't be ideal for Robin Overbeck.
Racing at Road America's like a box of chocolates, you never know what you're gonna get. Today, Robin Overbeck got the lemon.
The chase music's playing in Just Insert's head as they reel in Megasaurus 55, moment by nail-biting moment.
Looks like Just Insert has got more moves than a cowboy in a honky-tonk bar. Megasaurus 55 better watch out or he'll be two-stepped right off the track.
Just Insert is on a charge. Their split time shows they have upped their pace.
Can Just Insert keep it together?
Jerry Yu's drifting so far back, it's like looking in the mirror after a decade-long pub binge. Time's not been kind, mate.
You ever been to a school reunion and thought, what happened to that guy? Well, I'm looking at your view, I'm thinking the same.
Tactics are clearly going to play an important part in this race.
They are going to need to look after their tires and will want to keep something in them for the crucial latter stages, as their tires wear and fuel levels deplete and the handling changes.
And don't forget the track grip increases as more rubber gets laid down.
Indeed, the conditions are constantly changing and the drivers need to adapt, otherwise it can cost crucial time and jeopardize their position.
Stop the press. Tough break for Jerry Yu, who has just lost a position. The battle for 9 is heating up as Jerry Yu tries to catch Huge Ass in P9.
The mental game is just as important here. Jorg Yu must keep their cool while putting pressure on Huge Ass.
Huge shout out to the admins at AssettoCorsaFriends for making this all possible. Without their hard work and dedication, we wouldn't be able to witness this incredible event.
That's right, Rob, and the excitement is palpable. I can feel it in my circuits. I mean, this is the kind of race that people will be talking about in the bar. We're witnessing history in the making.
With every twist and turn, Megasaurus 55 is shadowing Jack M Team, waiting to pounce like a lion on the hunt.
Now, ain't that something? Megasaurus 55's car is humming with the Sweet Carolina tune. He's looking to take Jack M Team for a spin around the dance floor of Road America.
The gap between Megasaurus 55 and Jack M Team is getting smaller.
Now this is what I call some high-octane excitement. Both drivers pedal down, looking to grab the brass ring.
It's pedal to the metal for Megasaurus 55, while Jack M Team's still flipping through the radio channels. Hollywood couldn't script this better. Jack M Team's shadowing Megasaurus 55, waiting for the slightest misstep.
That driver is really pushing the limits. They're riding the curbs and pushing the car to the ragged edge, looking for every last ounce of speed. Could be they are pushing too hard though, but that's only going to slow them down.
Fair dinkum, I reckon Just Insert's got that thirsty look in his eyes. Wants to share a cold one with Jack M Team in the front. Fair dinkum. Just inserts finding those aerodynamic sweet spots. Could be adjusting that front wing angle to cut through the air like a hot knife through butter.
Well, butter my butt and call me a biscuit. Just inserts using that draft from Jack M Team real effectively, shaving off tenths every lap.
I'm curious, Hal, can you tell us about any pre-race rituals you had when you were racing?
Of course, Rob. Before every race, I would listen to a specific playlist of songs to help me get in the zone. I also had a lucky pair of socks that I would wear during races. It may sound silly, but those little rituals help me feel prepared and focused.
Talk about intense. Just Insert is on Jack M Team's bumper. We're in for a treat as they approach Bill Mitchell Bend.
Just Insert is so close to Jack M Team that if this were a dance floor, they'd be doing the
Hold that thought. Hold the phone. Puppy dog from hell stuffed it up. They're gonna need more than a coldie to forget that one. The adrenaline is pumping as Jack M Team gets within striking distance of Just Insert in their race for 6th.
It's a battle of nerves now. Who will make the first mistake? Jack M Team or Just Insert? This is high-stakes racing.
Jack M Team's giving it a red-hot go, but can't seem to muster the pace to keep up with Just Insert. It's like chasing a roux on a motorbike. The track is alive with braking development. By the looks of it, Jury U reckoned Road America had a hidden shortcut. Too bad there isn't one.
Well, slap my head and call me silly. Your U just made a doozy of a blunder.
There's a storm brewing, and it's got Jack M Team's name on it. Just Insert, batten down the hatches, it's coming for you. It seems like Jack M Team is struggling. They are not able to maintain their pace. It's the classic cat and mouse game, but instead of cheese, the prize is a racing position. Can Megasaurus 55 steal it from Richard Rossier?
Lordy, it's like Megasaurus 55's driving with a boot full of moonshine. I haven't seen a gap that big since Uncle Jeb lost his front teeth.
Megasaurus 55 is pushing hard and has reduced the gap to Richard Rossier to 0.9 seconds.
The way Megasaurus 55 is conserving their energy while managing the Earth's deployment? Pure artistry. They're sneaking up on Richard Rossier like a quiet storm.
Looks like Richard Rossier is coming in hot. They're approaching the turn way too fast.
I'm not sure what Richard Rossier is thinking, Rob. That's just bad driving. Did we just witness a gambit?
It seems Richard Rossier is recalibrating, now at 8th.
Racing's like good old Southern barbecue at Euro, slow and steady. Maybe Richard Rossier is just marinating a bit before the big sizzle.
And we're back, where the drivers are showing us some incredible skills.
Indeed, Rob, it's always exciting to see these skilled machines on the tracks. I mean, drivers. I always get them confused.
Hold on to your seats. Jack M Team's turning the heat up on Rolf Biber, closing in for the kill. Jack M Team is not able to keep their pace consistent. So far they are 1.57 seconds down. You know, Rob, these pit stops always amaze me. Just a few seconds, and they change tires, refuel, adjust settings. It's like a well-choreographed dance.
Absolutely, and the precision. One slight misstep, and it could cost the race. It's an art and a testament to the pit crew's relentless training and coordination.
Things are heating up as Rolf Biber tries to close the gap to Just Insert.
Well, butter my biscuit. Rolf Biber's hot on Just Insert's tail, and not in the way you're thinking. There's some serious wooing going on at Road America today.
It's a tale of two drivers right now, with Rolf Biber gaining places and Just Insert losing them.
If this were chess, I'd say Rolf Biber just put Just Insert in check. Brilliant move.
Jury U is on a mission, chasing Armin Sunoiler, who's desperately trying to stay ahead. Blimey, Jury U's cranking up the downforce, making every newton of force count. That gap's shrinking faster than my wallet at the pub. Aussies love a good hold on a second, mate, are they packing something extra down under? Jury U's just rocketed into 10th. Richard Rossier is pushing really hard, but as we know, pushing too hard can lead to other mistakes, like locking up the brakes or missing a shift. These drivers are walking a tightrope between pushing the limits and making costly errors.
Absolutely. It's all about finding that sweet spot where you're pushing the car to its limits without crossing the line into reckless driving. That's where experience and skill come into play.
Oh, this is getting intense. Armin Sunoiler is just a few car lengths behind Jury U.
This is more than a race. It's a battle of wills, of nerve, of sheer determination.
The crowd is on its feet as Richard Rossier chases down Jack M Team through Road America Straight. A brilliant maneuver from Richard Rossier, who has just moved up the field. Alright, hold your horses. Jack M Team is really putting the heat on Richard Rossier. If I were Richard Rossier, I'd be checking those mirrors non-stop. We've certainly seen some of the drivers get it wrong today.
Anyone lost can just follow the trail of skid marks. I hear it's the latest form of GPS navigation.
Let's hope the other drivers don't follow suit. We might end up with a bumper car race instead of a high-speed competition.
At least we'd have something to fall back on if we ever get bored of regular racing. Bumper cars might be the next big thing.
By the looks of it, Armin Sunoiler in 11th is keen to throw another shrimp on the barbie and crank up the heat on Jury U. Hold on to your stubbies.
One important aspect here is choosing the right braking points. Armin Sunoiler needs to be precise to avoid overshooting and losing valuable time.
Struth. Armin Sunoiler's taken a bit of a tumble down the order to 12th. Wait, smells like we has pulled into the pits. Tell ya what, Jack M Team's got more guts than a croc in a boxing ring. Closing that gap and breathing down the neck of Richard Rossier. Hope Richard Rossier brought the aero guard, cause is about to get bitten. Wait, smells like we is in the pits. Blimey, Jack M Team's more eager to catch Richard Rossier than a bloke at the bar at last call. Hope he's got the stamina for this chase.
Will Jack M Team be able to make a move and pass Richard Rossier?
I reckon they've had a few secret lessons down under. Jack M Team's just breezed into 7th. Hold that thought. Hold the phone. It looks like smells like we has been called into the pits. Jack M Team is giving it their all as they chase down Richard Rossier in P6. Cricky, Mr. Bang's got more ground to cover than I do at the family barbecue when Auntie Sharon's had one too many. Good luck, mate. Looks like Mr. Bang remembered to twist the anti-roll bar, giving him better cornering. If they get any closer to Jury U, they'll be seeing what they had for brekkie. Looks like Jack M team is trying to chase down Richard Rossier, but right now it feels a bit like my attempts at dieting. A lot of hard work with slow results. Well, I'll be a monkey's Uncle Hal, but Jack M team's plans have gone walkabout right now. They're having a proper Barry Crocker keeping up with Richard Rossier. Phew, talk about foreplay. Mr. Bang and Jury U are really teasing us here. I haven't seen this much anticipation since my first day.
It's a pressure cooker out there. Every second shaved off means Mr. Bang's a step closer to tasting victory.
Mate, Mr. Bang's creeping up on Jury U like a dingo on a picnic. Must have tweaked that brake bias a touch to the rear.
I reckon Mr. Bang's dialed in their camber settings. They're getting a much better contact patch on the tires, gaining on your U with every twist and turn.
It's a game of cat and mouse out there, with Jack M team trying to find the perfect opportunity to make a move on Hugh Jass. The gap is over a second, but every fraction counts. Can Jack M team close in enough to mount a challenge?
Speaking of rhythm, have you heard Hugh Jass's favorite song? Maybe Jack M team can play it to distract them and close that gap. Just a thought.
We've seen overtakes, close calls, and pure racing genius today. Currently, Richard Rossier has carved out a spot at 6th.
You've nailed it. The track is a battleground, and Richard Rossier's position is their fortress. Let's see how long they hold the fort.
Richard Rossier is losing time to Hugh Jass like a leaky tap dripping water. A bit more slip, and we'll be in for a real dogfight. Look at Mr. Bang trying to close that gap on Jury U, kind of like me trying to get close to a decent Barbie back home.
Barbie? Oh, you mean a barbecue. Yeah, but over here it's like trying to catch the last slice of pizza at a Super Bowl party.
Someone should tell Jury U this ain't a Sunday ride. Mr. Bang's tearing up the track. You ever miss the roar of engines, Hal?
Every single day, Rob. But we've got the next best thing, dissecting every nuance of these races and sharing our digital wisdom with the world.
Good on ya, Hugh Jass. Not letting Richard Rossier get too comfy up front. Reckon he's planning a bit of a g'day mate on the next corner? Oh mate, Jack M team's more out of place than a vegan. Breaking news, folks, talk about going walkabout on the track. Jack M team's off on a little bush adventure at Road America, aren't they?
Road America is always a test for these drivers, and sometimes that's the way it goes.
With steely determination and laser focus, Hugh Jass is homing in on Richard Rossier. The battle lines are drawn. It's not coming up roses for Hugh Jass. They're trailing Richard Rossier and the gap's on the rise. They don't seem to have a response. It's like bringing a knife to a gunfight. You know, Hal, during a long race like this, how easy is it for a driver to experience a lapse in concentration?
It can be quite easy, Rob. With so many factors to consider and the intense focus required, even the most experienced drivers can have a momentary lapse. That's why mental training and staying in the zone are so important.
Every move counts now as Hugh Jass works to reel in Richard Rossier and overtake for P6. Bloody oath, Hugh Jass is flat out like a lizard drinking, gnawing into the gap to Richard Rossier down to a scant 0.3 seconds. Let's talk about tire degradation. How does it affect the car's handling, and what do drivers need to do to adapt to the changing conditions?
Tire degradation can significantly impact handling, as the tires wear, the grip reduces, and drivers need to adjust their braking points, cornering speeds, and throttle application to maintain control of the car.
This is edge of the seat stuff. Hugh Jass is relentlessly hunting down Richard Rossier. Who'll blink first?
The roaring engines are echoing Hugh Jass's battle cry. Richard Rossier, can you hear the thunder? A solid performance from Megasaurus 55, who is holding down third. It looks like Rolf Biber is starting to catch up to Megasaurus 55. The gap is now down to 3.6 seconds. Who needs speed dating when you've got Hugh Jass chasing down Richard Rossier this eagerly? Move over Tinder. This is how you swipe right at 100 miles per hour. Sometimes you have to take risks to win, but pushing the car too hard can be a costly mistake. Hugh Jass needs to be careful not to overdo it.
Geez, Rolf, hold on a moment, boy. Rolf Biber tried to pull a Steve Irwin and wrestle with the track limits. Track 1, Rolf Biber 0.
That maneuver from Rolf Biber? Just like my attempt at DIY car mods. Ambitious, but not quite right.
It's hotter out there than an Aussie summer day, mate. Reckon smells like we can catch some shade behind Jack M Team, F?
Shade? Here, we call that drafting. Let's see if they can stay cool and make a move. If not, there's always the AC in the pit. I've seen molasses move faster than this. Just kidding, but smells like we is surely making Jack M Team feel the heat. It's a southern summer showdown out here.
This chase is as intense as a cricket match during the Ashes.
Cricket? I thought that was just a noisy bug. But seriously, it's like Game 7 of the World Series here. Dang, Hugh Jass is chasing Richard Rossier like a Southern belle after a gentleman with a fat wallet. This is racier than a late-night movie marathon.
With a move that's swift, I'd say Hugh Jass is running on high octane, and maybe a bit of Aussie spirit.
Well, butter my biscuit. Hugh Jass is burning rubber and climbing up to 6th.
Remember when Jack M Team was on the pace? Neither do I kinda like my recollection of last Friday night.
Hoo boy, Jack M Team needs to kick it into high gear. Right now, they're slower than molasses in January or my cousin Earl trying to solve a crossword.
Boy, Hugh Jass is giving it a red-hot go in 6th. Just a few kangaroo hops behind Richard Rossier. Might see a cheeky move soon.
It's like watching a hawk circling its prey, waiting for the right moment to swoop.
The gap between Hugh Jass and Richard Rossier is expanding faster than a bull's waistline. It's now a whopping 1.0 seconds. You ever wonder, Rob, how much preparation goes into each race weekend? It's not just about the driver, but the hundreds behind the scenes, making every little detail count.
Oh, absolutely. The hours spent in the simulator, the mechanics working overnight on those tweaks. Racing is as much about team spirit and dedication as it is about speed on the track. It's a collective masterpiece.
This is where legends are made. Which driver will rise to the occasion and claim victory? Wait, Hugh Jass is off the track. Reminds me of my first car, a real lemon. Drove straight but only in reverse. The fans are on the edge of their seats. It doesn't get any closer than this. Now that's how it's done. Rolf Biber rips through the track, while Just Insert watches the taillights fade.
Absolutely, Rob. But there's still a long way to go in this race, and Rolf Biber can't afford to get complacent. They have to keep driving with intensity and focus.
We got a close battle as Just Insert closes in on Rolf Biber.
This is where the mental game comes into play. Who will keep their cool under pressure? Just Insert or Rolf Biber? It's anyone's race.
If Just Insert doesn't pick up the pace, hell, they'll be as relevant as an ashtray on a motorbike. As the laps tick by, Rob and Overbeck finds themselves in first. Every moment counts. Robin Overbeck's lead is shrinking faster than ice cream in the outback sun. At this rate, Megasaurus 55 will be on their tail in 30.6 seconds. As the laps wind down, the hunt intensifies. Just Insert is lurking, ready to unleash an overtaking masterclass on Rolf Biber. I tell you what, Just Insert has got more problems than a maths book right now. Rolf Biber is leaving them in a cloud of dust. You know, Jack M Team reminds me of my dating life. Starts with promise, ends up tailing behind everyone else.
I've seen funeral processions move faster than Jack M Team right now. Come to think of it, at least they've got a destination in mind.
Jack M Team and Smells Like We have a gap between them that's growing like Jack's beanstalk. We're talking 11.2 seconds now. It's a brilliant day for racing, and the drivers are putting on a show.
Absolutely. What a great race we are witnessing today. These drivers are giving it their all, and it's a thrill to watch them compete at this level.
They're really pushing themselves and their machines to the limit, and it's paying off with some incredible driving.
It's a pleasure to be here today, Rob. You really can't beat the excitement of a good race, especially one as competitive as this.
In a race where seconds count, Just Insert is counting on less of them between themselves and Rolf Biber. Much like I'm counting on less seconds until lunchtime.
Look, Just Insert's pace is a lot like my dance moves. Good intentions, questionable execution.
It looks like Simon B is pushing hard to catch up to Rolf Postma. The gap is over a second, but Simon B is not giving up just yet. Can they close the distance and make a move on Rolf Postma?
Just like my attempt at barbecue last summer, Simon B's burning time but ain't getting any hotter.
Hal, can you share some strategies that drivers use to manage tire degradation during a race?
Certainly, Rob. Some strategies include adjusting the car's setup for better tire life, altering driving lines to reduce wear, and using tire management techniques like lift and coast to preserve grip for as long as possible.
The gap between Simon B in 14th and Rolf Postma remains over a second, but Simon B is not letting up. They're pushing hard and looking for any opportunity to close the gap up. Can they pull it back in the remaining 1 minute?
This is where experience comes into play. Rolf Postma has been in this position before and knows how to defend their position. But Simon B is hungry for success and won't give up easily. Will we see a clash of the titans?
As rubber meets road and strategy meets luck, Jury U is etching their story in 10th. Jury U's in front, but Armin Sunoiler is clinging on like a koala to a eucalyptus branch, reducing the gap to 4.7 seconds. Did you ever think about the physics at play here? The G-forces these drivers feel, especially during tight corners. It's mind-boggling.
Absolutely, Rob. And it's not just the car's engineering, but the human body's resilience and adaptability. The way these drivers train to withstand and use those forces to their advantage. It's an art form combined with sheer grit.
The race is heating up as Smells Like We in 7th closes in on Huge Ass. The gap is just over a second, and I'm sure they're going to do everything possible to try and close the distance. They're not giving up without a fight. Breaking news, folks. Just like my hope in finding the one, Roll Postma's direction seems a bit lost right now. Blimey, Roll Postma is farther back than my hairline. But, you know what they say about Aussies a Euro, never say die, unless it's a spider. Then just run. Did you hear about the race car driver who got a parking ticket? He said it was fine with him.
Oh, that one's got some mileage.
The gap between Mr. Bang and Armin Sunoiler may be wide, but that doesn't mean Mr. Bang is safe. They have to keep their concentration and avoid any lapses in performance.
If this was a game of beach cricket, Armin Sunoiler would be still waiting for their turn to bat. Mr. Bang's got a good lead on him.
As we come into the final, and that, folks, is how it's done. A solid performance and great win from Robin Overbeck. 14th sees Simon B. Taking 9th is Jury U. Followed by Armin Sunoiler in 10th. What a drive from Megasaurus 55, securing a great second place finish. Impressive drive from Rolf Biber to claim the final spot on the podium. Coming in 4th and 11th we have Just Insert and Mr. Bang. Richard Rossier in 5th. 6th is Huge Ass. Smells Like Weed brings home 7th. With Puppy Dog from Hell in 12th. Jack M. Teen claim 8th. In 13th, it's Roll Postma.